hello everyone. It is past. I hope everyone is doing fine. Hello Pix, hello Mina. Yes, I messed up a little bit with the VPN again. So I hope not everything is fine now. It should be. Yeah, back in black. Well, not really, but hey. I think I'd make something fun today, you know, but we have things to do. And I hope everyone has had a wonderful day of pranks. So how did that go, Pix? How did the Minecraft go? Oh, speaking of Minecraft, there's something that apparently I have to check on my own server because TC appears to have done something. So before we start anything today, let's see what the hell TC has done on my server. I mean, I still have Nero in my base, and it can't be worse than that, right? By the way, would you need a invite to my server, Pix? Well, a whitelisting. Yeah, very patable, Nico. Okay, so let's see what TC has done for me with my things, because I have not yet been on my server today. I've been working all day, so let's see what's up before we start playing some other things. So there's nothing down here, and I suspect that there's nothing outrageous. I don't see anything. Oh, there's a zombie there, and oh, those are new. It appears that like there's some pumpkin action here. Wait, why is there some shrieks? Wait a minute. Why are there a billion pumpkins here? That is, I thought it would be much worse, but this isn't so bad. I mean, yeah. Hey, cool. That is nice, Pix. So apparently I've been pumpkin bombed. I can't see anything else though. I mean, I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop because, I mean, wait. Guess what day it is? Well, it's April 1st, but... Oh no, 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 no! Stop, 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 stop! That's a lot of foxes! Okay, 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 okay. That's a lot of foxes! Okay, that was a little bit worse than I thought.
Wait, what did the sign say?
Guess what day it is? I mean, okay, so... Yeah, we have a million foxes everywhere now. Okay, and I can't... They're just scattering everywhere. Yeah, maybe I should have opened them from the top, but oh well. I mean, I don't mind foxes. Foxes are cool. But the bad thing now is that they're going to be scattered all around down there, and I can't necessarily just TNT the entire place. No, it's not, but it makes me have to clean them out of this area here before I start TNTing the place. So that's the thing, because I don't want to kill the foxes. Foxes are adorable. Foxes are friends. So yeah, thanks TC, and yeah, make TC clean up. So, well, I don't mind foxes, so there's that. So, we have some games to play today. And I hope everyone is ready for some adorableness. Yes, that hanging above my base is a TNT dispenser machine. I just need to fill them with TNT. And I have it there simply because I want to dig pretty far down and it's too much work to do by myself. So TNT is the best way to do it. Just like, and then just even it out afterwards. Don't work harder, work smart. So, let's have some fun. Let's enjoy this. Ah, gotcha. We are not doing one shot today. I have no idea. I have never played this game. So, I have no idea what to expect, except for some pretty disturbing things. And apparently there's a, like, player discretion advised here, because, so, if you're easily disturbed, if you have depression, things like that, it's like player discretion is advised. This is not for children. So, and not because it's an error game or anything like that, but apparently it's like psychological horror and terrible, terrible, terrible things happen. But I have no idea what I'm getting myself into, except for it's creepy as hell. So yeah. Kirsten's saying take popcorn. So yeah. So yeah, I'm just gonna put it everywhere. So this is my life now, because yeah, let's have some fun.
That was magical.
Hey, and thank you there for the 3 months, Care. So I'm just gonna put this everywhere and hope everything has fun. Please enter name. Well, we already know that I'm Elizabeth, so... And if you don't know, well, now you do. Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any of the attention she might draw to herself. Also, I also heard that the best way to play is in windowed mode, so that's what we're doing. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today. It's just kind of how it works out, because you've known each other for so long, right? We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waking up. Hello, Alex! But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori to catch up with me. Oh, by the way, 10! Nah! I started. Weren't you going to watch this? Oh well. I overslept again! I caught you this time! Maybe only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Eh? You say that like you were thinking of ignoring me! That's mean, Elizabeth. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. She was playing Pokemon. Fine. But you did wait for me after all.
Weren't you supposed to... what?
Well, you're in the archive, so yeah, you're gonna have to refresh. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you wanted to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Elizabeth, have you decided to join a club yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. Eh? That's not true! You told me you would join a club this year! Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did. In one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about that. Sayuri likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't go learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I'd die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright, alright. I'll look into a few clubs if that will make you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Hey! Why do I get myself lectured by such a carefree girl? Yeah, we're all neats these days. I have no idea, Alex. I have no idea what I'm getting myself into. I just know that it's like super creepy and stuff. More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit. Even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever and it's over before I know it. After I pack my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayuri wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello! Sayuri. Sayuri must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. Not in employment, education, or training. That's neat. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you going out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you need some encouragement, so I thought, you know. Know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayuri. Yeah? There is no way I'm going to your club. Eh? Meanie! Sayuri is the vice president of the literature club. No one really recommended it. I mean, I've had it on my computer in ages, like since forever, and I just haven't gotten around to it. And I thought to myself, hey, what do I want to stream for the 1st of April? And I didn't want to have. I wanted to have something that is like different from what I do, but also can work in you know, in this desktop scene.
She wanted something that was humorous. Take that as you want.
This is not humorous though. It's like I wanted to find something humorous, but this was the only thing I found. The only thing I know about Doki Doki Literature Club is that it's dark as hell. So we're not in for happy fun times. Not that I ever was aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to start a new club. What? I mean, this game is not humorous at all. No, Pix. We are not in for fun times here. This is not happy fun. Yes, Mina says. From what I've understood, this is not. We're not in for happy fun times. This is all about mental health. And honestly, I have had varying degrees of depression in my time. So, yeah. I think this whole thing about tackling mental health, which is also like part of why I love Celeste and Life is Strange.
I think you're misunderstanding what this game is about.
I think so too, but hey. Since she was the first one to show interest in the one who proposed a club, she inherited the title of vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please! Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kinda told the rest of the club yesterday that I'm bringing a new member. Yeah, as I said, I had no idea what I was getting myself into, except for this game is dark as hell. That is all I know about this game. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything! Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't say tell Sayuri if Sayuri is really that much of an airhead, or if she also is as cunning to have planned out all this. I'll let out a long sigh. Fine. I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayuri across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayuri, full of energy, swings to open the classroom door. Everyone! The new member is here! I told you, don't call me new member. Eh? I glance around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayuri is always saying nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Wait. Oh, I guess. Oh, whatever. It's a date. It's like a sim game. So yeah, of course the main character is a man, a boy. Way to kill the atmosphere. Elizabeth, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this.
I wanted to name yourself something else.
I don't know. I don't know anything. But I guess, I mean, yeah, whatever. Oh, this club is full of incredibly cute girls. Okay. Oh, what are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. So sorry. Natsuki? The girl with a sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think that she's probably a first year. She is also the one who made the cupcakes, according to Sayuri. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Cyrus says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always so full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people with like Sayuri and Natsuki. Oh, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you all already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again. Monica smiled sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. I like the Yuri. Ruth, also Yuri. Monica was probably the most popular girl in the class. Smart, beautiful, and athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having a smile so genuinely like that at me feels a little. You too, Monica. Come on, sit down. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit down next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I guess I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? Ochadizo. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayuri mentioned, it's been widened so there is space for one next to Monica and a space next to Sayuri. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, you ready? Ta-da! Wah! Natsuki lifts the foil of the tray and reveals a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn on with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make cat ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry up and take one. Sayori grabs the first one, then Monica. I follow. Ah, it's delicious! Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around with my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me like that? It's not like I... Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made it for you or anything? Eh? I thought you technically did. Sayori said... Well, maybe. But not for you. You know, you. Dummy. All right. But baka. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss this whole conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each one of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess? Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri is just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be the pastime of me, but at least I do enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri smiles faintly to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid to answer this question. Something tells me that I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't enjoyed any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so that's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make you feel right at home, okay? As the president of the literature club, it is my duty to make sure the club is fun and exciting for everyone. Yes, I'm wearing the devil's hat today. But thanks, Alex. It's the one that's typically sitting behind me. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member of any of the major clubs. Weren't you the leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica is really a great leader. Yuri also... Sorry. Okay, I'm gonna close this one. I'm sorry. I hope I didn't kill anyone's ears. Stupid bugs. No, it's a bug. Yuri also nods in agreement. But how did Christian pronounce it? Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in this club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You can put it that way. not many people are very interested in pulling in all the effort into making something brand new. Munika? Wait, what? Munika, is that how he's pronounced it? Munika?
Just say Monica.
Yeah, I know. I was just like, Nintendo doesn't like it. I was just like trying to figure out how Christian said it, but hey. Very badly, I guess. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince the people that you're both fun and worthwhile. Oh, can you send that to me on Discord? That way it doesn't get lost in a Twitch chat. But it makes school events, like festival, and that much more important. I'm confident that we can really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it! Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Okay, Posse. Monica must have really worked hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they're all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though, I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Elizabeth, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read in the past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I admit, quietly much to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but keeps quiet. Not that much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so relieved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological element usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Is this like a foreshadowing for what's going on here now? I get a feeling this is foreshadowing. Conceal, don't feel. Anyway, I've been reading a lot more horror lately. Definitely foreshadowing. This is definitely foreshadowing. I read a horror book once. I deliberately grasped something I can relate to at minimum level. At this rate, you might as well be having a conversation with a rock. The thing is, Vix, I have heard so many things about this thing to the level that I don't know what is true and what is not.
Poor thing.
I mean, for all I know, I could be like throwing myself into Higurashi, and I don't want to throw myself into Higurashi.
Sweet, sweet child.
Oh, sweet child, you're not throwing yourself into Higurashi. You're jumping into something much, much, much worse.
I know exactly what's going to happen, so...
Okay, Pix. So, Higurashi Naku no Koro ni is, it translates to basically when they cry, or something like that, if I recall. And it's a horror visual novel.
It basically means when the cicadas cry, but
Yeah.
it's translated to when they cry.
Yeah, and it's, I have seen parts of the anime, and I just, nope! Nope! Hell no! and
I've seen the whole anime. It was adorable.
and I quit. I didn't want it.
No, it's not that bad. You can watch it and I can hold your hand on it.
Let me fix on that because I think there's a I need to change a little thing with the let's check this thing how far the CSS is here for the body. No, the messages. No, it doesn't say. But yeah, I get what you mean with the clipping of it like that, because there is something here that doesn't quite align. My day has been fine. I mean, there's not much room for April's Fool's joke when we're sitting inside like this. So in that sense, it's kinda dull. I'd say that I don't mind it all that much. Because, yeah. Yeah, I can't think of how this one goes. I don't want to take too much into it, so I'm gonna have to fix the size. Actually, width 95%. Select this. Yeah, I think this is better. There we go. You're gonna have to put that on. I hope you're putting that on my Discord then, because I'm gonna have to. Because I can't really check them right now. Thread lock pick, huh? Okay, do I have to check that? Yeah, I thought as much. Yeah, I thought I recognized that link. So the DQW there is like just, you know, classic. That leads to some place we shouldn't go. Anyway. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or take me to another world, then I just can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror, so do I. Oh, what's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? Yeah, the XCQ. Yeah. What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called. Don't say that out loud. And give it back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayuri slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hand on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Kawaii-kune! Natsuki, you write your own poems? I guess I do sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why did you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe you should, if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel more comfortable to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. We sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically towards Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we can all share them with each other. That way, everyone's even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all to get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's just one problem. No, what's that? Now that we're back to our original topic about me joining the club, I bluntly come forward that's been what's on my mind for this entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sorry, I might have convinced me to stop by, but I never made a decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry. I thought, Elizabeth, you all. I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is a price I have to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a little moment. If you just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think that with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember today's night's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we all can share. Monica looks over at me once more. I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress this class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, since we're already here, do you want to go walk home together? That's right. Sadia and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, I might as well. Yay! So I feel this like feeling of dread just reading this chat here, just like these small things, just like boop, because I just know things are going to go horribly wrong in this game, and I'm just like anticipating when it does. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and Monica, of course, Monica. You fight the first 4 hours or so, don't worry. Skeptisk.
Don't worry so much.
Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll get to finally grow closer to one of these girls. Who's best girl? Among these, I guess it will be Monica. Although Tenno is really the best girl. Alright, I'll just need to make the most out of my circumstances. I'm sure some good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing that poem tonight. Wait, I have to write something myself? Something good might happen to whoever likes your poem the most. Oh, okay.
Why might I be useful in that?
Inferno. Okay. Gameplay time. Choose words carefully. Okay.
Well, given with the fire team, we should go with Inferno.
A fire team. Choose. Okay, so Inferno. Tenda wants me to go with Inferno. Inferno. It's an infernal horror puppy. Wait, we can't go back though, so we have Inferno now.
Let's go with grief or something. I don't know.
Oh, wait, are they doing like trying to almost reacting something? Infernal lipstick. So she is the one who's liking all Inferno and stuff. So let's go with Infernal Childhood. She likes that, I guess. Fluffy. Infernal Fluffy Childhood. That Alex knows that this is not going to end well. So we have Infernal Childhood Fluffy.
Let's go with Lust.
Lust? Okay, let's go with Lust. Hello there, Pat Pat. So, so Infernal Childhood Fluffy Lust. And we shall go all I don't know yet. I have no clue yet. A marshmallow, a fluffy marshmallow. We can go with that. And we can go with oh, kitty. Let's go with a kitty.
Let's go with the kitty.
And we can go with I have no idea how this is going to go, so we'll see. Closed already, just in case. So she likes it, but these two are like a little bit, you know, not so much. So let's go with like philosophy, because depression. Okay, that's and oh, explosion, because Tenho is here. So let's go with explosion.
Of course you are.
Whoa, suicide? No. Vacation. Alright, let's go with love. Vacker, it's a yes. Doki Doki. Okay, let's go with Doki Doki because reasons. Let's take pure because reason. Death. Melancholy.
Pleasure. Okay.
They're a bit late.
Well, you know, you're way ahead of everyone else.
I am, yes. Captive. Oh, I do like parfait. Although I haven't really tried a parfait before, but we'll do it regardless.
Go with the nibble.
I didn't see the nibble. Oh well, we can take that later, I guess. Fantasy. We can take massacre strawberry. And I'm just going for something random right now, so let's see how this all goes. Music.
I know what they desire.
Thank you there for the follow, Pat Pat. Let's see, music, no, oh yes, passion. These two are not really looking like they like it too much. Cheer, she does though, so I guess. Romance, yay. And yeah, let's go with climax. Because sure, I have no idea how this will go, but so let's see what this all ends up with. Hi again! Glad to see you didn't run away from us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange to me, but at least I keep my word. I have no idea what I'm doing, so yes. I guess it's my childhood friend roots. Oh, and I need to kill my Steam. Go away. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last one to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment to you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. No, come on. He deserves some he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year, and last year too. I don't know if you plan on just coming here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Can I go back to the knitting? No, Pix. See, Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself...
Are you sure you don't want to be sitting here nitpicking pics?
Everyone knows what to do with this. Just we have the wonderful emote of Better TTV, so everyone can do it. All in unison. Bap Tenho. It's Oxy and capital Bap. Everyone in unison, please. She deserves it. We're bapping Tenho because she does bad things. Between manga and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki props back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Elizabeth always gives her... yeah, let's go with her, because Yuri ending, yay! Although that doesn't mean what we think it means. It gives her best as long as she's having fun. She helps with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Sounds serious. That's so. You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Elizabeth can become good friends too. Sayori. As usually, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Hello there. This game is messing with me already, I swear. I haven't noticed too much of that because I don't keep the game audio too high, especially not with this headset here. But yeah, I think you're right. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know. Wait, Sayori. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal of it if you don't want it to be. All right. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I don't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked up the other book she thinks I like, despite me not reading so much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sari and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help to notice her intense expression, like she's been waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Ugh. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there? Freaking Monica. She never puts any of my stuff back in the right spot. What's the kind of point of keeping a collection organized if someone else is just going to mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga? Do you read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't really admit that you're really into it until you figure out where this other person stands. Hey, that was never a problem for me. I read manga like a ton. Hell, I even donated parts of my collection to one of the libraries, and by proxy through my younger sister. And her students were like, "You read manga?" It's like, "Do you know what this is? How do you know what this is?" It's like, kid, I grew up with this. Hey, if the shoe fits, I mean, sure. But I guess you can make something out of it still, Pix, right? How did you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of the other shelves. I see, Pix. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is! Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns the box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Much better! Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. I get a little closer to look at the box she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. It probably means that it's either way out of my demographic or it's super terrible. If you're going to judge, you can do it through the glass in the door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging or anything. I simply didn't say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing. Consider this a lesson straight from the literature club. Don't judge a book by the cover. In fact, Natsuki pulls the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm going to show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly moe. Don't just stand there. Natsuki grabs my arms and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the window sills. She pats the ground next to me, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Eh? Why's that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scratches an inch away from me. Scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I don't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closest, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I wouldn't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has that been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I finish the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's still about a bunch of friends still in high school. Typically slice of life affair, really. I kind of grew out of this, since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be a plot? Maybe so, might there be some Wool Elsewhere pics that you can use? Well, obviously, you think I'd enjoy something that didn't have a plot? I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things, like there's a really funny chapter where they're all obsessed with a guy at the ice cream shop, but that just lets you get to know the characters. Besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, it's all kinds of drama, like when they get all into their backstories, and when some of the romance starts happening. That's really what really makes it good. There's so many touching parts. Is that so? It sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Hey, wait! What's that supposed to mean? Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just meant that I haven't seen you at your full power. Good save. This chapter seems like it's about baking. Oh, I like baking! But that's just a guess. Are there a lot of baking in this manga? Well, Natsuki paused for a moment, as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah. Well, why does that matter? It doesn't. I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right? That's just a coincidence. Gusen. I just happened to get into baking around the same time as I got this manga. Like I would ever get into something because of the manga. I feel bad for anyone that's that impressionable. Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that's what explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, of all the hobbies to pick up from manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? That's in the overdose. We read for a few more minutes. I finished a couple of chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not! Even though you're just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun to share something you like with someone else. I always get excited when any of my friends pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Can you not rub it in? Jeez. Ah, sorry. I couldn't get any of my friends to read this. They just think manga's for kids. Can't even bring it up with them being all like, you haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, and much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I always gravitated towards losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Hmm? Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep up in my own room. I don't know what my dad would do if he found this. At least, it's safe here in our club room. Except Monica was kind of being a jerk about it. I just can't win, can I? Well, it's paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am, reading it. Well, it's not like it's offsetting my problems. Maybe? But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So? Ma, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flipped the page. Suddenly Natsuki starts laughing. I totally forgot what happens. Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels. Minori is my favorite character. You always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky, but it gets especially bad when I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish this chapter. Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usually bossy tone. But if she's not used to sharing a favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. But it's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone over like that. And being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience, well, the thought makes me smile a little to myself. Okay, everyone! Are you ready with today's poems? No, come on! Could your timing be any worse? Sorry! I just need to make sure we have enough time. Though you do look pretty cozy over there. Natsuki suddenly noticed how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Alright, I guess I'll stop here for now. I closed the book and handed it towards Natsuki. You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens? Yeah, but Monica just said, don't be dumb. Just take it home with you. Eh? Is that really alright? I say it mostly because I don't really plan on using my spare time to read this. Well, of course! It would take forever to finish this if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow, so we can start the next one. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you. By tomorrow? I only got partway through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this. But I suppose it's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I more scared of what happens if I don't finish it? Alright then, I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book into my bag. And by the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah? My live relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share it with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote her in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. So, I guess we're going to be, because the one who was the most enthusiastic about it was Sayori, I guess we're going to be showing it to Sayori, right? Well, we'll do, I mean, Sayori was so enthusiastic. You know what, let's go with the childhood friend for now. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing with Sayori first. She's my good friend after all. This is a good poem. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of girl who would be writing poems in her spare time? I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact I'm standing in front of you while you're in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know. Try new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm going to make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'll hold you to that then. Yay! So, you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Okay, let's see. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my... I can barely see it. Hello, Ellie. How are you today? This is what I get for using my contacts instead of my glasses. Because these lenses are a little bit outdated, so it's a little bit hard to see with them, just a little bit, especially when the text is so small. And going with my glasses is not too good right now. So let's see. Oh, I should probably also turn on this light. Dear Sunshine, and also not keep my microphone too close. The way you glow through my blinds in the morning makes me feel like you missed me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above and the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. But if it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until morning to write this? No, just a little bit. Okay, Ellie, take care. Thank you for dropping in. You can't just answer just a little bit to a yes and no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Don't be so mean. I still tried my best, you know. Yeah. I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounded just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school? It's bad to skip breakfast, you know. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing for me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Ah, yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm going to write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. We're going to show it to the next one to show it to. I think will be Monica. Yeah, let's go to Monica. Hi, having a good time so far? Ah, yeah. I'm glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new here and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'm a little afraid to bring things up. I'm much better going off with the flow until I'm settling in. Anyway, want to share a poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry about it. We're all a little bit embarrassed today, you know? But it's a sort of barrier that I can all learn to get past soon. Yeah, I suppose that is true. I had Monica my poem. I like it. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Ah, sheesh. No. It kind of makes me think something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer too. So take that as a compliment. I guess if you say so. Yeah, I do. By any chance, have you read anything by Shield Silverstein? Maybe a long time ago? He's famous for telling all kinds of stories with just a few simple words. His poems can be funny, endearing, or even sad. Sometimes they're only a few lines long. Let's see, have I got some frame? No, it's fine. Okay, go away. Let's see, they might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anyone. I see. So your side of Natsuki is kind of like that? Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So I can see why it would be kind of your kind of poem to explore. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I get comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kind of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't forget to write the way everyone. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. But anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction that sparkle protrudes. A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, already scorned with a permanent copy of that meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. That's a bit creepy. Wow, I'm getting the darkroom vibes from this one. Rachel in the dark room. Yeah, that. Our interpretation of poems. Yeah, yeah, this is creepy, like super creepy. So what do you think? It's very freeform, is that what you call it? Sorry, I'm not really the right person to be asked for feedback. That's okay. Yeah, that kind of style gotten pretty popular nowadays. Yeah, it is. I think that is the intention. Although I'm not even sure if that's a lurk emote. I mean, it is literally says creeper. So yeah. I mean, there is a like mine has a deliberate lurk emote because that is not a lurk emote. Yep, that is the creep emote. That is lurk emote. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What's the impression behind this one? Well, I'm not sure how to put it. I guess you could say I had kind of an epiphany right recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. Oh dear. I'm kind of nervous to talk about the deep stuff like that because it's coming off on strongly. Maybe after everyone's better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something done on a paper and tidy up later. That is a very good writing tip right there. That's how I write my things whenever I do some writing. Not that I haven't published anything yet, it's just like rambling on my Google Drive. Another way to think about this, if you keep your pen on the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Really good advice. Thanks for listening. And that is something like not just for writing stories, but also for writing papers, like scientific papers. It's like if you just can't find yourself figuring something out to write, just jump to another section and start working there. I bounced back and forth on my master's thesis like a ton, and in the end, like eventually, I somehow managed to get 100 pages of stuff. So let's show it to Natsuki then. Okay, let's start with things I don't like. First of all, Natsuki really reads my poem. Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion. Then what's the point of sharing it in the first place? I wrote this when I could be doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's kind of what I had in mind when I was writing this. I want to help you feel more comfortable to share yours. Like Monica said, well, I would be more confident to share my poems if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, ha! Well, that's not that great, but let me show what real literature looks like. And you wouldn't ruin it. I hope you're happy. So, in other words, you're saying that you liked it? Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat. You're so... Don't you understand? Don't you understand anything? I already told you. You don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're some all self-important. Pretty sure you actually never said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Fine, I guess. But only because Monica will make me if I don't. Let's see. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek and cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try, but that's about it. Not terrible. People can try to do all this, but that's all. Yeah, we can do all of these things, or we can try to do all of these things, but we're not really good at any of them. Or actually, we can run, like humans can run. Yeah, you're right, it's just like... Yeah, I told you you weren't going to like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even try to take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is it puts more weight into the wordplay. Like, I set up a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling on the last line. That is very, very good writing right there. Just this whole this build up like this, and it's like they can try, but that's about it. So hey, there's a lot of deeper meaning to this. I like it quite a bit. Now maybe I should throw this all at Farewell and have her go all teacher on it. It wouldn't surprise me if Farewell actually has played this game, but hey. Although I guess we shouldn't like try to make Farewell do it right now because yeah. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the younger one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. TC and Alpha is doing April Fool's thing now. Oh? On stream you mean, or... On our stream, or are you meaning like on the Minecraft server? You mean like oh, they're doing more on my server now? Oh god, what are they doing now? I like kind of worry about what they're going to be doing again because or you mean if they are looking at it? Oh, Discord. Okay, let's quickly see what's up. More foxes. Yeah, it's like, what, do we need more foxes? Actually, of course we need more foxes. Foxes are cool. Oh, like that. I see, I see. Building full of mock foxes in the mountain range. Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. Let's see. I don't really care how old people is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. I suppose. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh! Sorry! I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah? Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that might be after reading through it. Ah, so it's bad. No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help to notice that it's been several minutes and we haven't really gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Oh, excuse me. Right. So, it's just that there are very specific writing habits that are usually typical for new writers. And having been to it myself, I kind of learned how to pick up many of them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's nothing you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about other people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if she had a rare opportunity for her. Which is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost. By the way, can you hear what's going on over there? It's Ghost under light. The Ghost under light. The tendrils of my... let's see.
Going on over there, do you mean this?
Yes. Okay, good. I'm a little bit worried that my microphone is picking up everything over there. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. This must be it must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the purest, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm not sure what to think of this one. It's a little bit like, I don't know, melancholy, I guess, a little bit. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. You haven't seen mine then, girl. I mean, mine is awful in comparison. Actually, no, let's not display how awful my handwriting is. I mean, I have the tools which I can do it. I mean, I do have one of these, so I can actually show it, but I'm not going to.
I mean, if you did, I would have called you a masochist.
What? I wasn't even thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Ah, well, I don't read script very often. No, that was just that was just oxy noises. There were no tenhole noises there.
There were tenor noises too, but hey.
No, nowhere as clear, but I guess there was.
Holy fuck, that's
What did you do?
No, there's just this gyrados here.
Okay. Nothing, Mina, nothing. Actually, I think your handwriting is pretty. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's a first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little bit more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Uh-huh. Actually, the story isn't about the ghost at all, Elizabeth. Really? I must have totally missed the point then. Well, I suppose if you only did glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experience in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. No, let's not. I left behind poem writing myself and poem analysis when I left high school. I don't want to go back to it. Even if I know like interpretation and all that stuff, I was like, yeah, I don't want you. I don't want you. Give me mathematics instead. Mathematics and physics. Yeah, that's pretty simple.
I said I hate the fact that you can't. No, mate.
Okay. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining piece of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought about that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Speaking of pizza, I'm gonna be baking more this weekend. I finally got myself like a proper combi cooker, so now I can bake amazing breads. I'm looking forward to that. It's gonna be so much fun, and I won't have any danger of burning my hands on the pot anymore. It's gonna be great. Sometimes like I get really close to the edges of the old pot, and it's like super close to burning my hands. But this new one, it will make it so that I'm not in any danger of burning my hands, so yay! I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. The house looked a little bit more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayuri and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch as their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's up with this language? Eh? Did you say something? No, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours says, cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that, but I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but that didn't really come out as nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Let's see, Sayuri is cute, Natsuki is tsun, Yuri is cool, but best of all, on your right, Tenno lewd. So, in actuality, the lewd emote should really be Tenho. Not me.
Didn't we joke about making a 10 orgasm emote?
No, you did. But don't you already have the shock emote? That you were so fond of using together with it?
Well, yes. But it's not a lewd emote.
It is not. Sayuri liked it. And Elizabeth did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. No, I'm not. I am a pure, elegant lady, I'll have you know. With a devil's hat in my head. I am a most elegant lady. There are no lewdness here. That sounded so forced. No, really. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Elizabeth liked my poem too, you know. She even told me she was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh no, am I gonna have to say which I like the most here? Ugh. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress a new member, Yuri. Eh? That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Elizabeth appreciates my advice more than she appreciated yours. And how did you know she didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go about my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone alright? Well, you know what? I was the one whose boobs magically grew to a size big as soon as Elizabeth started showing up. Okay. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Elizabeth, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could just get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her. Wait, there's no reason that we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. That's the only way to convey complex feeling and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right? Well? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whomever I agree with, well, they'll probably think more highly of me. Help me, Sayuri! So, where do we go? Of course it's going to be... I mean, I guess we're going with the childhood friend route for this one if there's like this... I don't know. So personally, in terms of writing, I like Sayori's and Natsuki's poems the most, in this sense. Yuri's poem was a little bit like on the heavy side for me. So, what do you all think? What do you all think? Ask for help. Never pick sides, always goes bad. Help me, Sayori! Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead I turn to Yuri. Yuri? But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Yeah, I've seen enough anime to know that things are going to go south. Sayori! Yeah! Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Oh, hello there, TC. Oh, good morning. Well, morning. 2 hours breeding foxes. It was worth it. It was worth it. Oh. Oh. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being, she would never. It's your immaturity that made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes. Stop! Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in their head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because, well, also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same size they always were. Big and beautiful. This is like, like taking I should really do some voice acting from time to time. Just play and like record some voice acting things. So. I actually have considered doing a little bit of recording on just reading stories and just recording them, just putting them somewhere. I have considered that, just as practice for myself. But wait, what? Asparagus ice cream? That sounds questionable.
That sounds very questionable.
Unless it's something for a prank, sure. Otherwise, that sounds extremely questionable. Hey, I saw something that looked like a door, so I opened the thing there. Also, I guess I'm being dissed a little bit in the media share channel. Maybe I should bring forth the almighty paper fan and back them all. Oh my god, that looks like some sort of monstrosity. Sayuri stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So, this is why Sayuri is vice president. I whispered to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come up as a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing to me. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess it just means that Sayuri is amazing in her own rights, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's really suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really makes a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her more. Alright everyone. It's about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was lots of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It's alright, well, mostly. How about you, Elizabeth? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was neat to talk about. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little bit more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can do at least a little bit better job of impressing those that I want to impress. I know to myself with newfound determination. Hey Elizabeth, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayuri beams at me. There's something missing with the words? What do you mean? It truly has been a while since Sayuri and I spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayuri, about what happened earlier. Huh? What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? Look at the word game and think about it, the word sentence. this is flying straight over my head right now. No. That's really the first time I've ever seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just want your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. You know, it's nice that I get to spend the time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day's gonna be so much fun. Looks like Sayuri still hasn't caught on to the situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Well, we'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayuri. I pat Sayuri on the shoulder. I said it more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayuri as an internal monologue sometimes. Hello there, MJ. Let's see, welcome. Okay, yeah, let's do this. And we just started right off the bat with something like, you know, heavy word. Massacre. Graveyard. Infallible. Prayer. Kiss. Yes, this is my first time playing. People were expecting me to play one shot, so I just, let's play something else today. So... Vivacious. So what do we have any special opinions on what we want, which direction we want to take this time? Yeah, no spoilers. All I know is that I'm in for a wild ride. Let's see, let's go with friends. We're just gravitating towards Sayuri. Yeah, so the only thing I know is that this game takes some very dark turns. That is, and does some fourth wall breaking, and that's about it. I also know that this is something I'm gonna have to play some more of later, but in between my entire schedule, you know, it's like... I have so many things on my plate right now. It's gonna be hard to finish it all. Anyway, let's see. We want to take... so we have friends right now, or friendship. Was it that? No. So, let's go with... Yeah, I need some time. So let's go with time, just because of that. So we'll see, and considering I'm playing The Longest Journey on Sundays, I need to figure out some place to put this, if I'm going to play some more of this. Because I still have plans on what to play after I'm done with one shot, at which point I'll be playing Ace Investigations, Miles Edgeworth. Ace Investigator, Miles Edgeworth. So yeah. Dazzle! Nibble. Now I can go with Nibble. Kawaii! They call up your people. Yes. Once I'm done with one shot, that will be Ace Investigations. You're in for a treat with that. Let's go with Vanilla or Kawaii?
Oh, by the way, I finally got enough crystals, so you're going to become a Vaporeon now.
So, do we want to take kawaii or vanilla? We're definitely not taking clumsy. No, we're not taking clumsy.
You should take what, you know, is closest to yourself, so clumsy.
Let's take kawaii because reasons. I'm not clumsy! She keeps calling me clumsy.
I know what they desire.
And thank you for the follow there, MJ. Hope you'll enjoy yourself here with us. Mina heard my call. How's the pizza going, Mina? Let's see. Embrace. Oh, here's Inferno again. I don't think I get along too well with her. Let's see. Inferno, because Inferno is cool. Intellectual passion, lollipop. You did not, then. No, you did not hurt. You didn't miss anything. Nope, 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 nope. Okay. Oh, Daydream, yes. So let's take some Rose. Sing, because I like singing. Let's see. Beauty, yes. Tenacious, yeah. You don't have to do that then. You don't have to do anything. Say whirlwind. And wonderful. Why suicide? It's like just wow. Heaven Sent seems like we can do with Heaven Sent.
Who liked suicide?
No, it's just one of the words that I can like these words.
Okay.
Let's take with Sparkle. Contamination. Yeah, I know. Let's see. Chocolate. And we can take some variants. And the last one is question, I think. Let's see where this goes. By the way, Mina, I'll ask you when you come back. Another day passes, it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Yeah, there is a warning. But this game has a lot of like themes that where you are like, it's not for the ones with like who are sensitive to certain topics and have depression and stuff like that. There's a lot of like warnings in the beginning of the game. Uno, of all things. Like, V has done like, V has had enough of playing like on the PS4. Wow. Had too much free time. Or is it playing Uno on the PS? Uno, or how to lose your friends. I need some water. Yeah. Now I'm chocolate. I really
Now
like
you're stealing my water.
Yes, because mine is empty. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hey Elizabeth! You are Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. Yeah. That's a pretty simple thing if you got your... that's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. will you come to buy with me to buy a snack? No thanks. Eh? That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't you take a look at your purse? Eh? Why that all of a sudden? No reason really. I just want to look at it. Sadie nervously retrieves her purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. Please treat me to lunch. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. Today? That's unfair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you had spent all your money, so that would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so, that only leaves one option. I give up. Don't you make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't notice she was listening in. Her face is in her book as always. Oh, I wasn't listening in or anything. It was just something in my book. I think that the library of clips are falling into there are 3 categories of my clips right now. There is me saying weird shit, like, you know, anything but the Danes, goddamn Pope who's stealing my provinces, things like that. And then you have the ones where I'm screaming because I'm playing The Last of Us. And then you have the noises. Because you guys just can't let it go. Oh, and I guess there's also the 4th category where something else unexpected happens because, you know, like foxes and the miscellaneous things. Yuri! Tell Elizabeth to let me borrow some money! Oh god. No. We don't have to do that. We don't have to do that. We don't need a soundboard like that. What was I thinking? There was something else I was thinking. Whatever. That's... don't get me involved in like that, Sadie. Besides, you should only buy what you can reasonably afford. And quite frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I think Mina is deliberately holding herself back after the first compilation you made. Or the first compilation that was made. Unless it's toilet paper. Mina, haven't you seen the bird? The Mina noises, Alex? No. You're careful. The thing is, though, we're not even hoarding. We have 36. I think we have like 40 or 50 rolls of toilet paper here, but that's only because we haven't purchased any toilet paper in like 3 months. 2-3 months. No, 3 months. We just buy a lot of it, just so we don't have to buy it all that often, and it's just like there. No, mine is a bird. We have video evidence of that. You can find it somewhere on my Discord. And Mana's Discord for that matter. To make a throne out of toilet paper. Did I just... I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. I really like it when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. Fox is spilling out of the cube. That's, there's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I accepted have to accept the revolution. Unlimited Fox works. That! Still, coming from you, Sayori. I guess there is a little devil inside of all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it wasn't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me a little bit more credit than that, Sayori. Whap! That's a bap. Yeah! Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Ow! What was it? A cookie! Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I prayed my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. Let's see, I saw a little how there's supposed to be psychological horror in this game from your warnings at the start of the stream. Oh, I think that one is... I don't think we'll get to the psychological horror in this stream. Apparently that's something that's like 4 hours into the game. And we have about 2 hours. 2 hours and 10 minutes. Oh, okay. We'll have to see when the next stream is though for this game. It was totally worth seeing your reaction though. Natsuki! That's so nice of you! I'm so happy! Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it! Sayori rapidly tears it open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good! Sayori suddenly claps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue! You're going through a lot of just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite out of her own cookie. Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Sheesh. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, well why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Oh, jeez. I get it. Cookie is still in hand. Oh, I think I just messed something up. Yeah. I don't typically wear an eyeliner, so... Yeah, nothing happens in this game, it's just April Fools. All of it. Just everything is part of it. You know, I actually know what's going on, and I was building you all up to expect some horror stuff, and it's like, nope. All part of the plan. Oh. Sadie suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Oh! Mouthful. Sadie trots away to safety. Kitty and I laugh as well. Ah, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sadie? Eh? Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her lately, being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Oh. I guess we're about to go into the heavy, like, just the whole thing. Like, where everything just comes and crashes and burns. Of course she's okay. She probably had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. Eh? You don't think she... Because Monica is not in the list of things that people like, so hey, maybe there's some foreshadowing that something is going wrong here now. She has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined.
Sweet child.
That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly, the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Nope, we're fine. We're fine. Safe! Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Eh? Monica chooses the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kinda just lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing a piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I kinda just started recently. I've always wanted to play piano. That's so cool. Music is fun. I like music. Maybe one day I'll see if I can connect my keyboard and play some keyboard on stream. I'm not very good though. I mean, I took lessons many years ago, but I got impatient and wanted to play all the grand things, so I didn't really learn the basics. So yeah, I kinda not all that good. It's kind of like that with all instruments except for singing. I think singing is the only thing I'm good at, like reasonably good at. Was reasonably good at. Yeah. You should play something for us, Monica. Let's. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Hey, seriously, I am good at singing, or at least I was good at singing. What are you referring to the keyboard? I mean, I do know a bunch of songs, game songs specifically, but hey, like playing the like a keyboard is nothing like playing the violin. I only violate for ears when I play the violin. Lina, no. No. That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I will let you down, Elizabeth. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean to pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. Let's see, I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. Looks like everyone's already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back into her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Man, looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down there into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I closed my eyes and ended up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of literature clubs sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know. We just need a way of showing it to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. So the way you speak to creative minds is making words. Words yourself. Words are great. I mean, it could be anything. Like, manga is literature too. We have quite a lot of manga back just behind me here and in the living room. So hey, and visual light novels and many other things. That doesn't solve the problem though. What do you mean? Even though if we come up with the most fun thing ever, yeah, lizard words. Lizard words are great. Although the great prophet hasn't bestowed upon us many lizard words lately, I'm really always happy to see whenever there's one. There are more angry demon girl, demon summoning girl words these days, but I don't mind those. They're great too. I still need to catch up on the paperwork words. I think I have like 30 or 50, like somewhere between 40 and 30 and 40, 50 chapters to read. Let's see, even if we come with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how people show up in the first place, you know. And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayori's taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? Food will always do the trick. Wait, this is high school. So maybe not. If this was university, yes, food is the best way to attract students. It's the most boring thing, but there's free food, so I'm going. Free food is the best food. A student. I got this like one strand of hair in my face and it's a little bit annoying. Nope. Nope. Yeah, free pizza is the ultimate lure. Absolutely. Oh, what kind? Well, I guess we could. Cupcakes! Good thinking. Natsuki would love doing that. You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it? Cupcakes, I screamed speaking to my creative tummy. I could just feel one strand of hair that was like sitting on top of my eye. Cupcakes it is then. I'm so hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I found myself smiling. In the end, Cider is still her usual self. Yeah, it's typically like how it goes. And yeah, I know what you mean with open day. It's basically the same thing in Norway. Be it any kind of school is just called open dag or open day. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all. Saida can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I ended up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Ugh! I opened my eyes to see Saida's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry! Wait, actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't a napping club. Welcome back, Pix. Nah, you didn't. Yeah, I guess. I need to just keep gazing straight ahead. Yes, this is a Timo hat. I have had it for many years. It's what's typically sitting here. It's simply sitting on top of my chair. But I figured I'd wear it today. I used to play League of Legends like 6 years ago. I played League of Legends on the ranked ladder. I haven't played since then though. Well, on and off I guess, a little bit, but nothing really since then. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glanced over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sadie. That's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Eh? Not every day? That's not very convincing. How many days of this past week have you gotten up on time? That's a secret? I knew it. Come on! At least give me the benefit of a doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Eh? Sayori glances at herself. How is it written all over me? You're clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. Ah! I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. It is also. I don't know. I haven't had short hair in years, so yeah. But I do know that I have to brush my hair every day, or it becomes this like unruly ball that I have to spend like half an hour to brush out. Especially since I don't have my tangle tweezer. I forgot it in Oslo when I was visiting an aunt, and I don't think they have gotten around to sending it to me. So, and I haven't been able to purchase a new one yet. So yeah, I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's toothpaste stain on their collar here. I tried to wipe the stain off with my finger, but nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I don't really care about that. Hey, meanie! And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayuri. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Oh, that is rude. Besides, there's more to life than halfway to that. Yeah, I'm not gonna go into that. But yeah, there's more to high school than that. I didn't have a significant other during high school. Wasn't particularly bothered about it either. I had other things to think about in high school. By the way, Mina, what pizza did you have? This is important. What pizza did you have? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I think the look is just because you took that O emote there, Mina. Oh, Italian style salami pizza is amazing. Oh, speaking of, I need to hang up the cured meat in the wine fridge so I can dry them out. I started buttoning her blazer from the bottom. Oh, that is very, very, very intimate. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. This look, this expression. Who else here thinks she did this on purpose? This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking about how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things. Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. Are we at Tsundere? Are we? Is the main character Tsundere? All of a sudden?
All of a sudden.
Yeah, accidentally did it on purpose. That's how it works, right? It's okay though. I'm happy we are like this. Aren't you? I guess? Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? Is the main character really this dense? Do you not know what... do you not... Main character, do you not know what boobs are? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed it sooner than if that it didn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now, so... Why does it feel strange to see Sayuri's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy! It's not worth it at all. Sayuri hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Say it louder? That's so much better. Sayuri puts her arms out and twirls around. So, if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why is saying that like it's a good thing? I mean, it's neither good or bad. I mean, seriously. Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. She is so transparent. But of course, main characters are always like dense as hell. At least in terms of romance. Hell. I mean, I am dense as hell.
Yes, you are.
I mean, I can see everyone else in that sense. I can see people around me liking each other. But attention directed towards myself? Nope. I have no clue what that is. I need to be spoon-fed that. No, I am not a klutz.
You are one hell of a klutz.
I'm not.
Of course you are.
No. And you take better care of me than anyone else in the world anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. Eh? I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine. It's a deal. I guess we're really better at taking care of each other than we are taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So, maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. Wait, if she's... thanks talking about unbuttoning is embarrassing. We need to never show the cinnamon roll to the internet. I'm not sure if I get that reference from the top of my head right now. But I was just joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. I want to get my hands on. I want to bake now. I want to bake. Okay, everyone. Yeah, don't tell her about hand holding. Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share poems we wrote now? Yay! Elizabeth, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sadie still trots away to retrieve her poem. So where do we start? I think Nutskin is the one who's probably gonna dislike our poem the most. Let's start with Yuri this time. Let's see what you've written for today. I started with... Nah, we're starting with her this time. Taking Sayori next. Well done. Your skills are already improving. Really? Thanks, Yuri. Coming from you, that means a lot. Oh god, my head hurts a little bit. Oh, we're actually getting rather late now. I'll do until... I think I'll see if I can finish this entire section and we'll stop. It's nothing. I'm just happy to help inspire fellow writers. I know you're new to this, so don't worry so much if it seems like you can't get your poem to feel perfect. You don't need to be afraid to be a little bit more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings and write down the things that you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise. I see. That's a certainly interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have well, an example of that if you'd like to read it. Of course. Is this the poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands her a poem. The raccoon. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttling of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as what is that? Unordinary human. Yeah, unordinary human. I can read it though, for the most part. I give the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that the raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom, the bread, my hungriest curiosity, the raccoon, an image. No? Is that image? I think that's this image. The raccoon and... That's the only... No? Not image, but... Hello, Red. The moon increments its phase and reflects, that's gonna be a reflects that much more light of my cutting knife. Oh god. The same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. A slice of bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions into the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic some name I can't remember, Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread and I feed myself again. So this is an interesting one. It's not the raccoon really that is being projected here. It's just more like this desire for companionship, this conditioning here. That's a pretty just deep conclusion there. This whole I feed myself again. That one is really encapsulates this entire poem in terms of what is actually going on. That's a very neat one. And I guess we're turning my stream into a poem analysis thing whenever we play this. I haven't done poem analysis in more than a decade. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault but I can't imagine what this poem is about. Oh, I can. More fun than your own literature classes. Yeah, I guess. Literature classes weren't really all that fun when back in the day. But I guess I got used for it for something. That's right. It's a little bit more close to my preferred writing style. Using poems as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotion through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate in their own way. Yeah, I just reading old books. Oh, it was the worst. Just like I guess I have told you all about this before, but as part of the Norwegian graduation celebration from high school, universitet, one of the knots you can have in your cap, where with my school, is to verbally just lash out at one of the statues in the city. And for my school, it was popular to take the statue of the author named Alexander Kielland, because he went to that school, and because of that, it is mandatory to read a bunch of his books, and it was awful. So yeah, students will typically take that notch by verbally lashing out at this statue for 10 minutes. Just screaming obscenities, sentences, just continuously for 10 minutes. And of course as loudly as you can, because you want everyone around to hear you. It's just a common sight during spring in my home city. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge myself in more unusual hobbies. It's those sort of things that I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So sometimes I enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing. And people will make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that? You mean Henrik Ibsen, right? Because Peer Gynt is a character is the name of the play. I've had my fair share of Henrik Ibsen as well. Ugh, Henrik Ibsen. I mean, don't get me wrong. Ibsen was a brilliant screenwriter. I still don't like reading or like his plays all that much because, ugh. That said, it did turn into some pretty good music, like with the music in terms of, if I recall correctly, from oh, what's it called? I can't remember. Oh, well, whatever. Yeah, ruining books since the beginning of time. Yep, no one wants to read the classics. I think it's more that no one wants to be forced to read the classics. That's the thing. You have to find the books on yourself, by your own books to enjoy. Because being forced to read through the classics and all that stuff, it's a good way to be demotivated from just reading anything at all. You have to enjoy what you're reading. So yeah. Yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities, even if it's difficult sometimes, and some things makes us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. So, Sayori. Oh my goodness, this is so good! Huh? I love it! Especially after yesterday's poem. You're too honest sometimes, Sayori. No, but really! I want to put this on my wall. Can I? Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Yep. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little bit more constructive than this. Maybe Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. But I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know. So when I read your poem, well, it's not just a poem, it's Elizabeth's poem. And that makes it extra special. Like, I can feel the feelings in the air. Yeah, I'll just finish this section here and then we can go about it. Sadie hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sadie. Well, I'm not good at figuring out poems, if poems are good or bad, but that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. Are you being patted, Mina? Is that it? I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Embrace the pats, Mina. Do like me, embrace the pats.
We can just shorten it to Pat now.
Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, never. Me neither. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? You want to write something for me? Search your feelings, you know the facts to be true. That's so sweet. Yeah, right. You're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Eh? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep that in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Yeah, I guess. People are so nice on the internet. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah, I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Saudi. Well, I like happy the most, but sometimes you have to have a little rain cloud in your head. A sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug, and it makes it a happy rain cloud. Saudi, that's unexpectedly poetic. It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Elizabeth. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Oh, that's a long one. Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger to pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends, each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friends feel a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets in the dark nooks and crannies, digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally all done, I open up and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out, each and every friend, each and every bottle. But Every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. I don't quite know what to think about this one, to be honest. Like, the first thought is that like the bottles are like memories. Not so sure anymore. Anyone tell here is summoning ritual?
Well, the first part of it sounded as if she was exploring a dark cave with her fingers.
Of course you would lash onto that.
Of course I will.
Let's see. I don't really know what I think about this one, to be honest. This ending here is like threw me a little bit for a loop. Well, this one here, I don't know quite what to think about this one. Holy crap! Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did! Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica told me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings lately. Selling drugs and in bottles. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. Maybe I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Oh, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little better. Writing is like magic. You gotta be pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing is the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. If V is angry about playing Uno, then he really shouldn't be playing Uno. I mean, that's the point of Uno. You're not making friends, or you're not, and you're not most likely not having a happy time playing Uno. You are 1 in X, where X is a number of players. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. So let's take Natsuki next. Well, it's not terrible, but it's pretty disappointing after your last one. Then again, if this one was as good as your last one, I would be completely pissed. Well, I guess I want to try something a little different this time. Fair enough, you're still new to this. So I wouldn't expect you to figure out your style right away. Come to think about it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. You think so? Yeah, well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might have the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type. Sayori has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know. But honestly, how can someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. That was a little bit unnecessary. But think of it this way, if it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say we take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I suppose I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Amy likes spiders. I like spiders too. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. That's kind of not nice. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time we sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Let's see where this is going. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy held me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has lots of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start liking spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spiders. I'm going to tell everyone. Yeah. Yes, I can see what this one is. I can see what this one is about. This is about just like this irrational dislike someone has because of a simple aspect to someone who might have other just interests and aspects. This is typically the scene I feel it's just seen everywhere.
This describes a social justice warrior.
That is extremely accurate, actually.
It is. They hate everyone with other opinions, and they think the world is better without them.
At the same time, though, it's kind of like how I might see a social warrior sometimes. Depends, really. I mean, how obnoxious they can be about it. But yeah,
Plus they want to tell everyone.
But this kind of goes to just show the whole thing. We are now talking about SJWs, but the same thing applies to us when we do it. So this poem is really, really interesting, I think, because of this, because it kind of makes you think. So this one is really, really nice. It's just whole. It doesn't matter if it's spiders or anything. It could be the subject of anything. This is a worm summary. I guess it could also be that. It really does. Yes. Yeah, I guess. I mean, there's so many ways you can go about it, but I mean, I would say it's more like a metaphor, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, this one really makes you think. It's like one of those things that makes you think twice when you read the conclusion. That's stories for today. I should read the update on the stream, huh? Okay. Well, I guess I can. You're gonna have to link it to me, but I guess I can read it. I guess I'm gonna be late today. Well, I don't have a meeting too early tomorrow morning, so yay. 616 words of pure garbage. Well, link it to me now. I'll see if I'll time for it when we're done with this. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. This was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with simple analogies, and it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course! It's about how everyone thinks that doesn't matter. I can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. It is. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure. Something you're afraid if people find out, that they make fun of you or may think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares? Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and makes them happy? That one can be a slippery one, but I mean, sure. On the general, barring like certain topics, yes. I think people really need to learn to respect other people for liking weird things. That's funny. You did write something similar today. Huh? Did you say Yuri? Yeah. She said her poem was about an unusual hobby of hers. I didn't really get it, but she said something similar to you. That people shouldn't make each other feel insecure about those things. Really? Well, I mean, Yuri's pretty weird, so I wouldn't doubt she has some weird hobbies. Not like there's anything wrong with that. It's not like I would judge her or anything. Natsuki has trouble finding words. I guess I should try not to be so mean to her. No need to hide being rude. If she feels insecure about her weird behaviors and stuff, I mean, I always hate people who makes me feel insecure. And Yuri made me feel insecure yesterday. But the way you put it, it sounds like she's learned her lesson. Well, I would say so. Even if her writing style is really different, I'm sure she'll appreciate the message of your poem. It's what I do best after all. I don't like writing unless there is a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotion is important. But I want people to think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow, so look forward to it. Ooh, this was quite a long session. Well, hello again, Elizabeth. How's the writing going? All right, I guess. I'll take that. As long as not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote today? Sure, here we go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright, I like this one. It makes me think of something Sairi would like. Is that so? You and Sairi are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Sairi and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you are really close, really care about each other's well-being. Elevator music. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. Hard Nordic rock. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like like Yuri. But in any case, Saira's writing has a just gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotion, like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. But anyway, do you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Oh god, this title here, Save Me. Save me. The colors. They won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless cacophony. of meaningless noise. The noise won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl, a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. So oh, there is one. Load me. Yeah, of meaningless. Load me. Load me of meaningless poems. And endless, like playing vinyl, like playing a chalkboard. Sine, cosine, tangent, squeaking, screeching, piercing. Violent, grating waveforms. The noise. It won't stop. Noise of endless cacophony. An endless... I was just like thinking, is there something like if you read it up the other way up? An endless red, green, blue, flashing, expanding, piercing. Bright, beautiful colors. The colors won't stop. Save me. Hello there, Neo. Meta reference could be. Check the file folder. Which file folder are we talking about now? Let's see. Yeah, I need to find the game folder first. So let's see what that is about. Let's see. I need to find it. Let's see. So, Steam apps, common, Doki. Let's see. Let's see, change log, nothing here. There's nothing really here that catches me right now, so... Ah, okay. Characters. Characters, huh? Stream apps, Doki. So this is Monica. Oh, this is much larger than everyone else's. Yeah, just keep going. Yeah, nothing too going on here. I don't think we're supposed to be messing with things yet. Yeah, I guess.
No, just continue.
It's even no more abstract than your last one, huh? Let's see, just to see if there's something I missed in the chat here for the time being. No, I don't think so. So, Kaza, have you played this game before? Many people have, and I'm just sitting here like being ignorant. Load me sounds lewd. Not everything has to be lewd. I guess that's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you didn't like it. No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with the space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. The more fun It is more fun, one thing is. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noises. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it is though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. Well then, meta! Breaking the fourth wall. You never know when you might want to change your mind, or when something unexpected might happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. It's like, are we like going into another choice this time and then we want to see what's up? I'm the type that will jump into my decisions face first, like and stick with them. So say, but let's do it just because. Thanks for listening. No, don't load Nina or lewd her. Pat her. You know the rules. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone can come and sit at the front room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can't put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last minute preparations. I guess you're right, Kerr. But everyone makes puns around me without my consent. Though it's not really the same thing. I'm going to keep it simple, okay? We don't need much more than a few decorations. Sayuri has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can get up during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're going to be doing for the event. Nah, sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica, yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we are also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayuri's been putting on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayuri, who's been coloring the poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting the posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think that's that bad of an idea? Well, no, it's not a bad idea, but I didn't say and sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys, no, Sayuri. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple of days ago. It's a lot to ask them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. Mana's now put on the spot. To be fair though, to be honest, maybe this will make you all stop like looking at the looking for reactions. I don't really mind puns all that much. But I've just built this whole, image of it. Please stop puns, please stop puns! I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start an event and each put in a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. And here we go again. Bap TC. Just bap TC. Show TC the newspaper. Or the paper fan. And on this day, the chat became full of puns. You know what you did, TC. It's about expressing your feelings. Of being intimate with yourself. Finding new horizons and having fun. That's right. And those are the reasons we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place. Oh my god, here we go. Here we go. What have I done? Me and my big fat mouth. I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks really worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monika have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't really have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to go and get it over with. Alright. Thanks, Natsuki. What about Yuri? Yuri. Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have much of a choice. That's everyone. You do have a choice. Don't fall, if you don't want to do something, just don't. I mean, it's fine to to push yourself to go further, but you have to take things at your own pace, I mean, the stretch for me to start streaming with a camera was I had a camera for a long time, but it took me quite some time to actually do it. You're the best, Yuri. This club seems to be the death of me. Oh gosh, you'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting it in front of each other. No way! Monika, this is all too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? no, don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little bit more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through a notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she has done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has this intense expression on her face that I can't really understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a deep breath and smiles. Let's see. I mean, things. So, I started streaming in 2013, 2014. I can't remember. It's been a long time, and I only really started using a camera not too long before I became an affiliate. So, like, never feel pressure. There's no reason to put yourself in front of a camera if you don't want to. And it's also the same thing in terms of, like, you know, talking on a stream. Like, working yourself up to that, you can also just, you know, just play the game. Because, like, it's, you know, it's all about having fun and doing what you're comfortable with. Punch me when he's sneaking into camera view. Yeah, I can understand that one as well. Like being lazy and stuff like that. I mean, this whole thing working from home, I force myself to so whenever I work nowadays, I force myself to be like enable the camera so I don't like turn into a complete sloth in the morning. That's kind of why I use a camera on when I'm working from home here. It's like, yeah, I'll sit in my like morning robe all day. It's like, yeah, let's not be a sloth. Let's be all professional and get all like as if I'm going to the office, you know. Minus pants, because no one can see.
That was...
Hey, Posse! Thank you for the 4 months there. That is very much appreciated. That was good. That was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Yuri's all fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Let's see. I was planning on going showering. Yeah, I should also shower before I go to bed, but yeah, it's kind of late. I was thinking it would go faster than this, but I will. I want to get to the next like select things thing. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called Yuri anxiously glances to each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called An Afterimage of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting on so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in the structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire that Yuri keeps concealed inside of her head. Suddenly, she is finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her, as if she has bewildered even herself. Animate. Thank you. It's not a word I've actually read before. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterwards and give Yuria the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud her, but we were so caught off guard that we'd almost forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri's down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm going next then. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks over to the podium. This is what he called my meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori, this is a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think that you're like you're reciting it to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out best that way. Let's see. Guess I have things to check out in the media share later. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow, it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on a paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even Elizabeth liked it. I guess it's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be the other poems didn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that gentle sort of delivery won't work as well. They might feel need a little bit force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Yes, Founder is like just one of the first. Yes. Wait, what? Inform me that subs are like Twitch stream brawls. Wait, what? Well, I've been practicing that sort of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. Then, next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little bit more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay, now who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Elizabeth. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Oh. Yeah, good response, Mina. Good response. Might as well let Elizabeth lower everyone's standards a little more before I have to do it. Natsuki. It's fine, it's fine. I might as well get this over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and stand in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really that as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then, that just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah. Wow, we're 1 hour overdue here. Jeez, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Huh. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she is still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and a rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken out loud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You'd better not make me do that again. Oh well. Do you at least feel prepared to recite a poem in front of everyone? Other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be easier. I can put whatever I face on whatever face I want for other people, but when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I would like to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have some idea what it is like right now. Oh god, just because we need more things to take out of context, right? Oh, I guess that's what the quotes are for. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making fan pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Sheesh. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting all this effort into the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay everyone, I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like that to continue. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday is the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get it through. Yeah, it's like, yep, we're just going and going. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, you don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. So save here. Should finish this. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. Huh? I was thinking about something from earlier. Like, how we get to... I mean, Sayuri fumbles with her words. So, let's just say that one day Yuri asks to walk home with you. Huh? What do you do? What do you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. I mean, Yuri is not really my favorite of these. I like Sayuri more than I like Yuri.
Oh, sorry.
Well, Sayuri, you really think I'd ditch you for Yuri? Yuri? Eh? But she's so beautiful and smart. Sheesh, I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't ruin that for you. You're so silly. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it so. Sorry, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never going to happen? The conversation trails off. It's kind of weird for Sayori to care that so much. But I want to respect her and keep her happy too. And then again, the festival's only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Oof. Save. Yes. Main menu. Yes. So, there we go. Now we are finishing this game. It's a little bit weird to like not have my glasses on.
Just remember to take off your lenses.
Yeah, I once forgot to take off my lenses, and these are like one-day contacts. I have like a big stash of them in my stored around. So, I'm having fun with it. Just need to find some place to play more of it, because we're so busy with Fire Emblem and The Longest Journey and One Shot. And after One Shot, I'm playing Ace Investigator, and after Ace Investigator, I'm playing Nier. So, and I don't really want to open up another stream day, because we're technically already streaming 4 hours, 4 days a week, and I think that is more than sufficient. I don't want a fifth day. I could do like that, yes. I can do One Shot on Monday and do Doki Doki on Wednesday, just to get a lot of variety. I can. That could definitely be a thing to do. But I think also that I want to focus my efforts on I would like to focus my efforts on the games, because once we start getting into Ace Investigations, if I'm only going to do that on Mondays, it's going to take forever to do, because Investigations is also a rather long game. Just like the Ace Attorney series, it's like many visual novels, it's super long. So maybe I will continue rather on Doki Doki when I'm done with The Longest Journey, as a break in between The Longest Journey and Dreamfall. Think I'll do that. Doki Doki on Only April's Fools. Oh, we're gonna be playing this game for years then.
But what were you playing on Sunday?
Sunday, I'm playing The Longest Journey.
Alright.
Which is another advert. So yeah.
I kind of want you to continue this, because
Do you want to see the terrible things and how I react to them?
I know what will happen in the games. I want you to see them.
But yeah, I'll see if I can figure out. It'll either be after The Longest Journey, or I'll do them on Wednesdays going forward. But I don't want to open up another stream day, because I would like to have some time for other projects as well. Yeah, foreboding. So, I guess we'll see on next Wednesday. I think we'll see, have to wait and see until that. So, Friday is Fire Emblem. We have 2 or 3 more streams left of Fire Emblem. And after Fire Emblem, we haven't really decided quite yet what to do. It might be I actually been thinking God of War myself. But hey, that'll be the PS2 games first, because I want to Tenho to play through the entirety of the God of War series, to see the entire series. And of course, then I can also play a little bit. But we are over 1 hour past time, and I need to sleep. Yeah, we're going through the entirety of God of War. So going from the Greek, from just 1 through 3, and then the Norse one afterwards. I'm thinking, because the God of War series is amazing. Just be aware that there's a lot. No, I don't think we'll do the PSP games. Just the mainline series, the mainline games. Shooing motions, yes. I'm just going to see if there's someone I can ship you all to. Let's see if Christian is. Yeah, Christian is playing. Christian is playing Mystery Dungeon, so I'm going to send you all over to Christian. Thank you for watching. This has been fun, even if it was not what you might have thought it was in the beginning. I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, hope to see you for the Friday stream, or the Sunday stream, or whichever next stream. Take care, everyone, and good night. And let's get that raid going. So many people. That is nice. Good night.